Welcome back, guys. This is Down the Rabbit Hole. I'm your host, Popeye from FederalJack.com. I'm hanging out with my fellow radio show host, and good personal friend, Mike Vail. And I've got some breaking news. This just in.
The United States has just lost its top-notch AAA credit rating from Standard & Poor's. S&P just cut the long-term U.S. credit rating by one notch to AA+ on concerns about growing budget deficits. U.S. Treasuries, once seen as the safest investment in the world, are now rated lower than bonds issued by the United Kingdom, Germany, France, and Canada. Rejoining me now is MSNBC contributor Ezra Klein. Ezra, I have refused to believe this was going to happen. I'm virtually speechless on this. What does it mean to the consumer out there, and what does it mean to our politics? There's going to be a blame game played very quickly on this.
Here's the first thing you need to know. They did not downgrade our ability to pay. Nothing changed in our economy this week, this month, last 3 months, nothing significant. They downgraded our political system. Congress just got downgraded is what happened here today. And what it means for...
All right, enough of MSNBC and Chris Matthews. The point is, there you go. So just like Ron Paul and Peter Schiff and all these other people said, that even if we raise the debt ceiling, oh, Lord Almighty, the sky is falling. Well, guess what? The sky fell anyway, didn't it?
Oh, my gosh.
Wall Street's been freaking out. We just lost our AAA credit rating. Uh-oh. Isn't that what they were supposed to be averting? Uh-oh, just like the TARP bailout, we're going to buy up all these mortgages. Oh, no, we're not going to buy up all these mortgages. We're going to do something else with the money. Let's go give it to private banks. And who are we giving it to? None of your damn business. It's our money. That's their attitude. Am I wrong, Mike?
No, you're absolutely right. And here's the thing, okay? The very same thing happened to Greece, okay? When Greece privatized everything under the sun, sold out all their islands, sold their women to modern-day robber barons, and they got new loans. They did everything that Europe wanted them to do, and they get kicked in the balls anyway, okay? We're going to downgrade you anyway. They downgraded them twice, okay? They sent Ireland to near junk. The USA's credit rating should have been downgraded years ago, okay? I'm talking 2000. Okay? It's a joke, okay? What it is Moody and S&P trying to appear as still legitimate. Okay, now, sorry, America, we're going to have to downgrade you now. Instead of, AAA, it's AA-, okay? You've been bad. We're still friends. We still operate, and we still, deal with development banks. We're still in the club, and we're still all cool. But, I got to make it look like everything's on the up and up here. And so we gotta, slap you up a little bit. Don't take anything from it.
It's ridiculous, man. You know what? Look, I've said this before, that the government can be prepared. Listen to me. The government can be compared, that's a tongue twister, to a wife who's just out of control with the credit cards. And you're like, honey, look, you got to stop buying all this useless crap and these clothes and these shopping, these handbags and shoes and stuff. You're spending $10,000 a month on the credit cards, and I can only afford to pay $8,000 a month on the credit cards. You got to stop. And her response, rather than, yeah, you're right, I'll slow down, is to turn around and say, well, then you should get a higher credit limit. I mean, wait. Am I right? That's pretty much in a nutshell, right?
Wait. It's almost like this, okay? You've got a family, all right? And you've got a brand new baby boy, straight out of the womb. And your wife says, well, now we got a new baby. I'm going to go and talk to the credit people. We're going to get a nice little credit card based upon our baby, okay? And we're going to run that up to the hilt. The government thinks of all of us as a statistic, as a number, okay? that we're all used to so that they can run up the credit cards and create new credit cards in our names. And so essentially, our Social Security numbers and birth certificates are products on the stock market. Okay, we are owned by the government. And so while the USA, and I like to call them the neo-aristocracy, the UK, they own Moody's, they own the S&P, okay? This is basically just a little dog and pony show, shadow puppet theater here. In essence, we're way off the reservation, okay? When they can't control the stock market, they can't control all the stuff that's going on. It's like ripple effects, okay? Ripping out across the water. It's uncontrollable. When you see these people cannot get the plunge protection team and stop the market from falling, that's when you should be worried, because they don't have it under control. They basically, they basically tossed their hands up and said, well, whatever happens, happens. And when the bankers start pulling their money out, like they did in the 1920s, we're on our asses, folks.
Yeah, 10-4. And you know what? I know exactly how to solve this problem. I solved our entire economic problem while I was making a sandwich the other day. Okay, it took me about that much time. And I came up with this. I was like, well, we're spending billions of dollars a week that we don't have, bombing all these foreign countries. And Afghanistan alone, we're spending billions of dollars a week. So, add in Iraq and Libya and Pakistan, and where else are we bombing? I'm sure I'm missing one or two. Whatever other country we're bombing, add in all this new technology that we're investing in for research and development. Okay. Add in all the foreign aid that we give to countries like Israel. We're giving foreign aid to China. Does China really need any foreign aid from us, considering they own half of everything in this country as it is and all our debt? No, I don't think we need to be giving them any money. We just bailed out Greece. We gave Greece, was it $70 billion or something like that? Why are we giving Greece? Why are we bailing out Greece? Because that's going to be us, and if we keep it up in 6 months, who's going to bail us out? Nobody. Okay?
Nobody.
So but we're handing money away. Congress and the president hand money away like it's going out of style, which it is, but they hand it away like it doesn't matter. Like, here, it doesn't. This is the American people. Screw them. Okay, they give. Israel has 5.8 million people. Okay, we have 300 million people in this country, and yet they get this massive disproportionate amount of foreign aid compared to what we use on our own people. Okay, we shouldn't be giving 1 red cent to any country. Nobody, until we take care of our own stuff first. You take care of your own crap, then if you got excess, you take care of other people. But that's not how it's working. Line. And these bankers don't have a stake in this country. They're using the country like a machine and the people like fuel. And when the machine breaks down and, you pull over to the side of the road and it dies, they're going to call their version of AAA, and their New World Order AAA will come pick them up, and the rest of us will be left high and dry on the side of the road in the desert without a tow truck.
It's crazy, okay? You take the massive spending. Now you take the quantitative easing 3 that now they're talking about. Now they want the Fed to sell more gold to prevent a run on the bank. That came out of Forbes the other day, okay? When you print more money, you got massive spending, okay? You raise the debt ceiling. Essentially, you punch somebody in the mouth and then kick them in the nuts while they're down. We're making all the wrong moves here, okay? And if you want to cut some of that fat off of their backs, how about you get rid of their welfare? How about you get rid of their health care, the senators and congressmen and women?
And
okay?
I'm tired of hearing that it's coincidental or it's just they make mistakes. It's done on purpose. It's time for people to wake up and admit that these guys do get together in a room and conspire to take over the planet. If you don't think that's the truth, go first of all look up the definition of conspiracy. It means 2 or more people getting together and planning or plotting to do a bad thing. In fact, in the definitionary, listen to me tonight. In the dictionary, the definition is after it says the definition, it says two or more people getting together, like blah blah blah, and then it says apostrophe a plot. So isn't the official story of 9/11 a plot? Isn't Bernanke and Timothy Geithner by themselves getting together and saying, we're going to say this, even though it's not true? That is a conspiracy to lie to the general population of the country and to Congress.
Is it not a lie to go to Davos and discuss all this and make plans outside the United States? Is that not a plot?
That's breaking that's violating the Logan Act, and Bernanke's Mr. Gold isn't money. We're going to break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Mike Vail's hanging out with me.